All right. What's up? Hey, Walker, thank you for 40 months. So, I upgraded to the new OBS, which involved upgrading to the new Stream Deck plugin. And it works sometimes. I'm not totally sure what changed, but it's really inconsistent. I think it's a hotkeys issue or something, or I don't know. Like if Stream Deck doesn't have focus, I think maybe it doesn't work, or if it does have focus, it doesn't work, or just something that isn't how you would want it to work. Not totally sure. No, it sure didn't. I had to do that myself. Yeah, absolutely. I can also confirm it causes some Stream Deck issues. There was an update to the Stream Deck OBS plugin, which I have that installed as well. So everything should be up to date. I'm also wondering if I'm going to have the lag issue again. One thing that's interesting is OBS has built-in application audio capture again. Or not again, but built in now. So I did all that voice meter banana shit on Friday, and then like the next day, this OBS was released, and it has that feature in it. So I uninstalled all the voice meter bullcrap. I really think that that was what was causing my video lag. I think it was driver bullshit involving itself in other things and causing it to causing chaos. So that's a really great feature to have built in. Hopefully I haven't screwed anything up, but I do have Pretzel and Discord on their own independent things, and then Pretzel is not sent to the VOD track. So that should alleviate some of these random mutes that we've been getting from Pretzel Music, particularly on streams where I'm more likely to play music the whole way through, like code names or, you know, just whatever, something like that. They will just be silent in the background. Or that, yes. So after last time, I don't think I want to go traipsing around all over the light world and the dark world to track down 14 fucking missile expansions. So I don't think I'll be 100%ing Metroid Prime 2. I think we're just gonna head for the end. Although there is that one the upgrade for the Annihilator, which probably, I mean, it sounds like it would be worthwhile, but I'll be honest, I don't even know where to start with that. I have no clue as to where that is. Yeah, I mean, since I'm at 0 on it, I think a little bit of direction would probably be worthwhile. No game audio, huh? see. That should be this one. There we go. Sorry about that. I did fuck around with a lot of stuff, so, you know, a mistake or two here or there. Behind a door. Ugh. I know where that is. Yeah, it's a door I ignored. It's on the, like, back loop. Yeah, back here. This door. That's the one. Okay, so we're gonna want to get here, and we are here. So straight shot through there. I think. Can I get up top? Oh yeah, I gotta take the, I gotta get up top. Not here. Thank you, thank you. I suppose I probably would have pieced that together pretty easily, since it's, I think, one of the last, if not the last, untouched door on the map. Like, the whole map. Oh, that's the last of my missiles. Hit a should hit a power bomb. Qua? Oh, well, here's one of those missile expansions. Green Chem, thank you for the raid. Welcome, friend. Boop. Surprised I noticed that. There's a lot of spots that that look like cracked or whatever, but actually aren't destroyable. So I've kind of taken to ignoring those things. If I had ignored that, I would have missed that. What do we Yeah, I always forget that this room that we're headed to is a room that I hate. Because it's got pirates in it. Hate the pirates. Dan Star the First, thank you for 23 months. Nope. Notification should also have sound. This is a symptom of... This is a symptom of the new audio setup. Ah, yeah, this one's a little bit more complicated because I do have to add a thing. What? What is this? Stop this. I have to add... What do I have to add? It's a browser source, so control audio via OBS. Advanced audio properties.
He has a flat brain.
Okay, so you guys could probably hear it, but not me now.
Y'all ready for bits?
Sound.
Did you hear that? Cool, alright. So that's fixed. Cool, cool. Oh, I'm also realizing that I don't have Throne on this screen. Not that Throne happens very often, but if it were to happen, we would not get the notification. I can fix that real quick. That's for later. If at all. The new OBS is really a mixed bag. I think overall it seems like good, but there's definitely some stuff that's like I do and don't like the transition to the latest QT. The interface feels really padded. There's a lot of padding. Everything feels really big. And there's no controls for appearance. At least not with like font size and white space and padding and stuff like that. Okay. Let's get away from these angry things. We want to go... Ah, okay, I was facing the wrong way. Is this a one-way street around? I simply don't know. Don't remember. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh. I hear an item. Is it underwater? Yep. Okay, maybe I'm accidentally gonna get a lot closer to 100% than I thought. It's much easier when you're going around and you can do everything. Do everything except for get out of this fucking dark water because you can't see? What is this? This is nothing. Ah. There we go. Fuck's sake. Yeah, fuck you, stupid bugs. Dumb bugs, idiot bugs. I do hate these things. It sometimes feels like they went out of their way to be annoying with some stuff in this game. Oh my god, they're not all gone. Now they are. Right, I'm trying to go this way. Oh well. Right. These things, the targeting doesn't really line up right. Okay, here we are. Oh, it's Metroid Town. And me with my 50 missiles. And the game with its not giving me any missiles. Feels like the way that they chose to use Metroids was if they didn't want to respawn pirates for whatever reason, but they wanted to have an annoying enemy, they fill the room with Metroids. Oh, weird. Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom! This powerful attack uses 5 missiles. Using the Annihilator Beam, press and hold A to charge, then press Y to fire. Alright, lovely. We have... Dang did it. Now... we might actually want to pop around over to here and do a full refill at the A station. Oh no, go away. Go away, Metroid. Is it that way? Yes. Go back to fucking Mario Party. Oh. Is that broken glass meaningless? Yep. Hello, regular bombs. I do be dying. Okay. I don't know this song. Is this Guile's song? Oh, it's from Sonic CD? Oh. I was thinking of Guile because that's who I was quoting. Okay, there's our way out of here. Ignore these fuckers. Ammo supply replenished. Great job. Still love doing that. Okay, so where are we in relation to Temple? Because from here we could teleport out, so that's probably the way to go. And that's what I shall do. Ah, yes. I always forget that this is this room, which has this confusing arrangement. But yeah, I've never really played Sonic CD, so I don't often remember the... I would probably recognize the track if I heard it, but I don't know if I would recognize it as being Sonic CD's theme song. Yeah, I know it's well loved, but to be honest, I'd never really been much of a Sonic fan. I liked Sonic Adventure a bit, which has, which I would say has aged pretty similarly to, like, I don't know, like an apple pie in Chernobyl. Near the core. But, yeah, like the old platformers I was never really big on. Oh, thank you. Also, isn't there a Sonic game called Sonic Boom? Did it come before or after Sonic CD? I think you should you should recognize the issue that I'm pointing out here. The mullet. Thank you for 42 months. Okay, so we want to go back to the temple. Temple Grounds. Yeah. I never played the second one, but the first one is very nostalgic for me because, well, first of all, it was much more accessible as far as Sonic games go. It was basically the Sonic version of Mario 64 in a lot of ways. And it was a good game. It was fun. It was enjoyable and fun, and yeah. But also, that nostalgia for me is tied extremely to the Dreamcast just overall. Like, you can get, I think, Sonic Adventure for, like, PC now, right? There's lots of different ways to play it. It came out on GameCube as well after the Dreamcast died. I think PlayStation 2, possibly. I'm not sure on that one. But, for me, it's tied to the Dreamcast, which I just... That was a glorious time in gaming for me. It just was. And the Dreamcast was a big, big, big part of that. That period of time for me was, like, Dreamcast and PC gaming. Lots of both. Lots and lots of both. Okay, we need to go to C. Not like this. And C is to my left. Wow, I'm almost learning. I'm almost figuring out where they all the fuck are. I like how you can turn their cheese balls into pepperoni. Yeah. Well, I mean, I did play some Quake 3 on Dreamcast, but I played way, 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 way more Quake 3 on PC. Way more. As well as Unreal Tournament, Half-Life, Team Fortress Classic, Counter-Strike, StarCraft, Homeworld. It was a glorious time. But also many, like, tons of fighters on the Dreamcast. I was absolutely gaga for Dreamcast fighters like Power Stone and Dead or Alive, I think 2. Soul Calibur. Which way am I going? So we got a portal right here. But we want to go here. We also probably want to drop a save. Which, unfortunately, I think I need to do in the light world. That's what we're gonna do. Leave me alone. Am I going the right way? Yeah. Of course, the spot right before the end of the game is also just a very obnoxious spot because they spawn these fucking pirates, and the portal's kind of like far away. Also, Phantasy Star Online, I absolutely was in love with that game. Yeah. There isn't like a convenient portal this way at all, right? No. Not at all. So we go back. Yeah. I just checked my scan again.
That's a flat brain.
If that's what you were going to bring up. Because I remembered from when you brought that up before. Yet. Thank you for 4 years. It is Lady Hay. Ooh. I'm sorry, Pandora. No, I got a new scan last session. So, I think when I checked just now, that was like an extra check. But last time I scanned the ship, it was a fresh one. So I think we already covered what you were talking about, because you had mentioned it. Oh? How much time will it take? But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Pandora. I've talked about it a lot before, but like for me, it was just, it came out at an amazing time. I think, when did the PlayStation 2 come out? Was it 2001 in the US, I think? Oh, it's in the intro area? Give me the deets. But, yeah, it came out around a time when, the main consoles were still the PlayStation 1 and the N64 and the Sega Saturn. But, I mean, really the main console was PlayStation 1. It was dominating. But it came out before the Xbox, the PlayStation 2, and the GameCube. And so it was just like, it came out on $99.99. And it seemed incredibly advanced compared to PlayStation 1 and N64, you know, and Sega Saturn. So it was just, it was also for me special because it was the first console I purchased with my own money entirely. It's directly off of the landing site. Southeast from here. The drop-down route down here. Light world or dark world? I would assume light world. I don't think you can get there in dark. Down here? Still plays the cutscene for dropping down. Oh, weird. Whoa, it's a mini-boss? What? This is surprising. I had no idea. Obviously. So you tricked me. You walked me into like a secret mini-boss. Well, that's cool. I would not have seen this. It's weird. Like, why would you come back here, right? Oh. Huh. Is this one that you're... Oh, whoops, I didn't scan it, yeah. Something, you know, it was dancing in my brain. Something was bouncing around in there like, there's something I should be doing. I mean, I did just save. I could reload and get that scan. I'm actually curious to do so. Oh. Let's do that, because I'm interested in what the lore is for this guy. So I'll just reload real quick, because I literally just saved, so... Oh. So that's how it's weird. It respawns. Oh, I guess they probably do something once you pass a certain point in the game where they like reload a bunch of areas and then they just kind of goofed up. Very interesting. Huh. But the game doesn't really give you a reason to go back there. Like, I actively avoided going back to that area because it was the, like, tutorial area. For which I would assume there's no reason to return. You know? A bit weird, I feel. Huh. So he's not different from a normal scan, I assume, until he gets up. He's certainly not difficult. Morphology, Dark Missile Trooper. Deceased GF soldier armed with missile launcher. Bioscans indicate terminated life signs in this trooper and the presence of an unknown biomass with parasitic tendencies. Though the missile trooper's armor has been compromised, the bulk of it remains intact. Missile weapon system remains online as well. Full parasitic fusion is yet to be obtained, resulting in low agility and response time. Decay, what's up? Thank you for 34 months. Appreciate it. Did we discover 102%? Does that guy have, like, cool hair, or is that a horn? Did he grow a horn? I guess the annoying part is that you have to walk your ass all the way back out, right? These are here. I don't think these matter, right? I don't think they even attack you. Oh. I hear an item. I guess not. I thought I heard an upgrade. This is where we first met Dark Samus. Oh! Oh, yeah! Jesus. That's a long road to go for this. I totally forgot this was here, though. Oh. Saw a big old dead end. Oh, right. I was right beside the exit. Everything's fine. It's even lit.
This way, dum-dum. Oh, hi. Why did the yelling come from over here? Weird. There's some real ass bugs in this game. Okay. Where the fuck are we? Oh, okay. Cool. Alright. Well, that puts us at 83%. So there's still 17 upgrades. Presumably all missile upgrades lingering in the world. But yeah, the qualities of the Dreamcast were, I think there was just a tiny window within which you could appropriately experience them. Because the next generation wave of consoles came very rapidly after Dreamcast came out, so it didn't have a lot of time to shine before it was outshone. And it didn't last very long. I think it was discontinued after 2 years, something like that. They really should have added an algorithm to this game that detects if you bother fighting the pirates or not and just stop spawning them after a while. Truly, Soul Calibur was fan-fucking-tastic, and I played the life out of that game. Absolutely played the shit out of it. Yeah. I still find it so strange that there is a Phantasy Star Online 2, and Phantasy Star Online 2, as far as I could tell, abandons a lot of the aesthetic and qualities that made Phantasy Star Online attractive. And basically just is, as far as I could tell, fairly indistinguishable from just your average MMO. I feel like the original Phantasy Star had more in common with something like, what's that one fucking game? It was a big deal like 15 years ago. Damn it. It was very instance-based MMO when those weren't really a thing. I think it was made by a company called Arena. But the name, it's on the tip of my tongue, but it's just not coming to me. Guild Wars. Yes, Guild Wars was I think more along the lines of the way that Phantasy Star approached the multiplayer MMO thingy. Never played Guild Wars either, though. That's just what I've read. Because with Phantasy Star, you form a little party and you play a little instance together, you know? And only really the hub world was... I think the hub world was massively multiplayer, right? God, it's been so long. Man, I don't remember how anything works anymore. I don't remember what anything even was. It's all just weird dream. Yeah, I mean, Phantasy Star was definitely an action MMO. Ish. It didn't have really fluid action for like melee and stuff like that. You would run up to things, and then you would sort of mechanically hit them, and then you would reposition. It wasn't like smooth movement with blended animations and stuff like that or anything. It felt like a more involved turn-based RPG. If you wanted to move around, you could, and repositioning did matter, but if you were going to attack, you basically had to plant your feet and attack. There was no running around, no running and gunning. Uh-oh. Oh my god, was that always there? Alright, we're gonna ride the light, I guess. Ride the light, fantastic. They mad. Now are we gonna see the return of Dark Samus? Oh fuck, it's Cthulhu. Alright. Oh, this is something, isn't it? It's pondering its orb. But yeah, there was just something about the gameplay of Phantasy Star Online that was really compelling and has really not been replicated by most things I've seen. That particular combination of approach and aesthetics and so forth. People tried to convince me that Phantasy Star Online 2 was the grand successor, but oh wow, this is that. This is what they show you in the attract mode. But every time I looked at like videos of it to get an idea of what it was like, it just looked like a kind of copy and paste MMO to me. Look at this. We're gonna gonna fight a big red ball, I guess. Walls are covered in Phazon. What is it? Object analysis complete. This is the core of the final dark energy collector. Yeah, where's the Ing army at? Where the Ing seem to have, like, they don't really seem to give a shit. Like, they beat the Luminoth completely. And then they didn't, like, take over. They just sort of, like, all right, we're just gonna hang out and eat chips and stuff. And then when one person shows up, we're gonna sort of try to fight them off, but we're not gonna send a whole army. We had to fight a whole army before. We've done that. We're not doing that again. The last collection of planetary energy lies within the core. When you place it within the energy transfer module for return to Aether, this world will become heavily unstable. Hell yeah. Wait, I was in the air. Ball versus ball. This is a good tune. This track rocks. Alright, so time to unravel the inscrutable boss puzzle again. Emperor Ing. Dude, this is a fucking slapper. I like it. Emperor Ing head. Ruler of the Ing horde. Not the tentacles or the feet, only the head. Target will form numerous tentacles to defend itself. Eliminate them to weaken its defenses. Like its brethren, the Emperor Ing is a metamorph. It has molded itself around the precious energy controller and will defend it to the death, using its own body as a shield and weapon. Destroy the tentacles it generates to weaken the creature and its defenses. Tight. Let's look at those feet. Emperor Ing body. Ruler of the Ing horde. Oh, boy, it's a trinity. The feet, the head, and the holy tentacles. Target is drawing energy from the unstable energy controller. Eliminating target's connection to the energy may be an effective strategy. Bioscans indicate that this is the eldest, strongest Ing in the Horde, the Alpha and the Omega. It has absorbed enormous amounts of Phazon energy into its body, mutating itself in the process. Apparently, this power is not enough for the creature, as it is now siphoning energy from the final energy controller. Oh. Interestingly, the tentacles do not seem to have a scan. I can't look up that high. What a load of shit. Oh god. Move! I am dying. Oh, the head is open. Ow, ow. Okay, that didn't work very well. Oh, just one left. I need to scan this, because I don't know how to fight it. Ow. Emperor Ing Eye. Unstable Ing biomass. Central eye is protected by a potent barrier shield. Shield does not provide complete coverage, however. The Emperor Ing has exposed its main eye, from which it can fire powerful energy beams. It is protected by a barrier shield, although not completely. The eye can be locked onto, but only direct shots will get past the shield. Okay, so it's basically what it looks like. Not what I wanted. Okay. Hello? Oh. God damn it. Come on, let me have my fucking weapon back. Ugh. When they make your weapon go away, it goes away for so fucking long. Hello? Hello? What? Shit. I hate that shit so fucking much when it puts your weapon away. It's like, I'm here to fight this thing, and you're deleting my gun. Also, the Annihilator ran out of ammo so fucking fast. Also, keeping the target on these fucking tentacles is a nightmare. From hell. Like, look at these things. You can only shoot the tips. And every time they do anything, you lose targeting. And this is going to be tons of fun. Please, God, let me have my fucking gun back. Oh my God, this is gonna take 1,000 years. I feel like I've complained so much with this game, but boy, they sure seem to give me a lot to complain about. Sorry. There's just a lot of little annoying qualities to the way that the gameplay works, which is also a lot because of its time, I think. Oh, whoa, oh, cool move. I will admit, that was a cool-ass move. No! Please. Wow. Wow. It just gets more and more tentacles as well. Oh, God. No! Oh, boy. Pardon me while I jump into face on. Come on, get over there. Please. It's a good thing the music is cool. Otherwise, this would have few redeeming qualities. I can't target straight up. Please stop. Please stop this. Please hit the target. There we go. Oh, yes. I got a direct hit with that super missile. That felt very good. Okay, that feels like shit. Ah, God. Now for 100,000 tentacles. More tentacles than anyone's ever seen. Barnum and Bailey Circus. Oh boy, I'm gonna die as well as the thing, I've just noticed. This might be a little bit of a photo finish. I don't know how to escape this. Suddenly smashed by tons of tentacles. If I did have those last two E-tanks, but the thing is we don't know which ones I haven't got, and it's gonna be quite a lot of traipsing around to locate them. Sure, yeah, I'll try the light beam. It's I don't hate the light beam, but it's disappointing generally. There's probably a couple of occasions where it's extremely superior, but I really feel like in most ways it was not what they advertised it with the lore of being like, it absolutely melts ing. I'd be dying right now. I mean, now I know how the fight works a bit better, so I think I'll do better this time, but we'll see. The Annihilators certainly didn't really do too much, so it can't hurt to try the light beam instead. Although I'm gonna save it for the eye. Definitely less time spent in this phase is good. Boy, I missed my weapon. I'm trying to dash over far enough to hit this fucker. Oh god, this thing. go with this shit. Oh my god. This laser is so fucking annoying. Oh boy. The fact that it immediately follows up with that, like, slap you attack. When you're trying to dodge the insane, like, death orb. Lovely. Please give me the health. Ow. Ow. I don't think this is going to be the one, y'all. Unfortunately. I'm just getting beat up real bad and not making a lot of progress on the boss. Got a close-up of that tentacle. Roll away, I guess. I don't really know. Please no laser me, Dad. Get over there. Come on. Just a direct hit. I hate that move. What the fuck? Okay, that was better. Oh god. What's happening? It's freaking out. Oh no, this is new. Ow. This is not new. The jump rope. We're gonna do 3. Oh, no. Can't tell. Oh, okay. Come on, get over there. Oh. Please. Oh, man. Alright. One more sesh before phase 2 of 5, I assume. Oh, good. Yes. Always follow up with that attack, you bastard. Woof. Jump rope. Can I have these, please? Please! What the heck? Get in there! There we go. I tried multi-lock and it was like... It was obnoxious because if you get tapped at all, you have to start that over and... I'm so confused. What is... I'm gonna imagine that its bar fills back up. I'm gonna try to scan this. Regenerating Ing Ruler. Oh, fuck off. Target's regen shell is magnetically charged. 11 weak points have been detected. Target them with concussive blasts to shatter the regen shell. Oh my god. Does it start completely over with like its full health over again? So I'm gonna just die. Oh, okay, cool. Am I doing this wrong? Okay, some of them are busted. I don't really know. Is it super bombs or what? I'm trying. Fuck me. Am I making progress? I literally have no idea. I'm out of super bombs, so if those are what's necessary here, I'm in trouble. I guess I'm supposed to kill these tentacles. That's what it seems like. Oh my god, dude. Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh my fucking god, dude! Falling down the tier list actively. This is just phase 2 of 13. Emperor Ing. Mutated Emperor Ing, altered ruler of the Ing Horde. Further phase-on mutation of the Emperor Ing has occurred. The creature seems to only take damage when its heart is light or dark. Find a way to change the heart to one of these colors. It is now capable of shielding its vulnerable areas with energy barriers. Beams of opposite polarity can damage these barriers, however. Heavy damage to the barriers will cause them to drop, exposing the creature's weak spots. Target the weak spots to immobilize and damage the enemy. Yeah, it's Metroid Prime with a mohawk. I do not want to die after all that bullshit. But this seems to be a very energetic boss with an annoying gimmick. Oh, fuck, it's goddamn Elden Ring up in here. Where is its heart? Jump over those. Dodge these. Okay. I seem to be... I don't know if I'm doing anything to it. Its health has not gone down. It said I need to use... Oh my gosh. I don't see... Is it dark inside? Open up. Open up. Okay, that's not doing shit. I'm gonna fucking die, dude. Just shoot it. Alright. Open up! When I get to the part where I can do damage to you. What is this? I don't even understand what it was talking about. Is this just a survival part? Or what? Neither of the light nor dark weapons do any damage. And this also doesn't do any damage, but at least it indicates that like it's having an effect. I guess I gotta get its heart to come out? Is that what I've gotta do? Okay, it looks like it's dark energy now? I really don't understand this. Nope. Doesn't do shit. Okay, no, it's actually blocking that now. Oh wait, I have to shoot it with dark energy, don't I? No? I really... What the fuck is happening?
I've shot it with every different weapon, dude. None of them did anything. I'm just gonna fucking die without ever knowing how to fight this thing. Despite what the fucking log told me. Can someone literally just tell me right now, just tell me, what is supposed to happen here? Will they only move it fucking nothing miles an hour? I'll try again. Okay, its health bar... Okay, and now it's just back to fire. Its health bar did not move. Oh, something happened. A tiny explosion that I can't explain. Okay, now it's light in there. It burped a bunch of gnats. Oh, I got a shot in there. I did some, like, noticeable damage. I can't believe it. How do you hit this fucking thing? You gotta be fucking kidding. Open them up! How did none of those hit it? Okay, now it's dark. And then it clams up. Open! Ah! Oh, now it's not. Oh, good. Very good. I don't want to fucking die to this, man. I don't want to die to this stupid shit. It sucks so much. This thing stole its animations from a horse spider. A horse spider. You don't want to run into one of those. Give me the phase that drops items again, please. Give me the light phase. Why does it spend so much time in a phase that it can't be damaged? Oh, fucking hell. Okay, that gave me no health items, so... Fuck this fucking bullshit. Is that really how this works? Can you hurt it in the part where I felt like I couldn't hurt it?
God, I'll try to use a super missile, but that just sounds like folly. Like, you're lucky if you can get a shot in. It has windows of time where you can get a lot of shots in, but I feel like trying to get a super missile in without just missing is gonna mean like a lot of wasted super missiles. But I'll try that. or we could kill it instantly, maybe. I don't know if I want to resort to that just yet. Oh, yeah. Cool. Just a quick way to the ground. Does suck that we have to do this again, though. The yellow flashes indicate stun or armor removal. You're saying every time it flashes yellow, it can be damaged immediately after? The ball... You mean like the regeneration thing or whatever? I know, but that's what they call it. I got that it's not regenning. I got that that's just flavor. What do you mean? Just waiting around and targeting each tentacle back to back to back until they're all dead? What about this first bit? I backed off of trying to use the multi-targeting missiles because it felt like it was just... It felt like it was a waste of time, and more often than not I was getting my weapon knocked out of my hand. And I'd have to start over the process. Light gun did seem to work better on that middle bit. But I feel like super missiles probably are the best for the eye. Because I got one in one time and it did like, it seemed like it did huge damage. Oh, charge light beam, yeah. The fucking thing is it puts your goddamn weapon away. I mean, fuck off with that shit. That shit just immediately angers me. My bar goes to full every single time that fucking happens. Partial lock-on? I guess. Like, just basically prefer lock-on to try to get more tentacles down faster than one missile at a time. I could try that. It's hard to do without being planted in one spot, which means that you're just gonna get, like, you can kind of bounce around and let off a missile here and there, but you have to plant your feet to fucking do the goddamn multi-target, you know what I mean? So you're just more likely to get your fucking weapon knocked out. But I gotta just be better. So the plan is... God, also ammo management for this is like tight as hell, it seems. But you do get a bunch back in the middle phase. So I'm gonna try to get out of the tentacle phases as quick as I can. And then I'm gonna try to do charged light beam shots on the eye. When we get, if we get, to the fucking recharge phase, I'll focus down each tentacle. And then for the final phase, I hope to fuck it's the final phase, or I will crack this disc in half. Try to use super missiles on it when it does its laser phase, to get it to move on to where it can actually take some goddamn fucking damage. I think we have a plan then. But yeah, I can definitely believe that the thinking must have been to try to make it harder for the people who played the life out of Prime 1 so that they would feel satisfied. But I just feel annoyed. So annoyed. Alright. Here we go. Off to a terrible start. Going for any I can get. Even if it's one. Hello, I would like this help. Oh, fuck. See, it's fucking hard to do this. It's hard to use the multi-targeting. That's the way this boss just is. Probably more worthwhile later when there's more tentacles. Jump rope. Show me your tentacle. What the fuck? Fuck off. Okay. Don't want to get lasered. Don't want to get lasered. Okay. I hate chasing this stupid gap. Okay. I shouldn't even be charging this. No. I don't know if I hit them. Probably not. Don't fucking do it again. This doesn't feel like a winning strategy, I gotta say. Maybe it is. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. Yes. Can I get 3? Okay. Oh, God. Run. Oh, we're doing jump rope. Double jump rope. That one was probably worthwhile. Felt like it targeted a lot of them. Oh God, what's happening? I don't know what's happening. It's bad. Oh, they're doing that. I think all my missiles went to waste. I tried to get as many in as I could. Okay, just a couple left. Jump rope time. Give me all the things that were up there. Yeah, fuck you. Oh no, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, I got it. I got it in. Ow. Oh, I'm not getting another one in thanks to that. This is going great. Fuck all of you. Yes, just sit there and scream, please. Ow. No, they all just went away. Did you see that? It just deleted my targets. Whoops. This is the bullshit everywhere attack. Target them. Fire. Oh my god, it didn't hit me for some reason. The jump rope. Oh, come on. It was right on the edge. Oh! Just a couple of hits. If I could have my gun. Get in there. No! This sucks shit. I'm so unhappy. Oh, fuck. Oh, hi. Oh, that was in my face. What the hell is that sound? Oh, it's gonna drop the bomb on me. Just like one more hit here, come on. Oh, I'm holding R. Ugh. Okay, well that went a lot better in terms of my health. Fuckers. I hate this so much. Okay, I just wanted that health, but I guess I can't have it. I think I missed one here, yeah. Those are as annoying as can be as well, because they just fucking, like, grind you. What the fuck? Alright, now it's super missiles to the mouth time. Whoops, wrong gun. Okay, I hit a leg for my opener, that's alright. I'm not trying to get, I mean, I know I don't need the scan, I think. There we go. changing.
He has a flat brain.
Oh, it returned to fire. All right. Okay, here we go. Whoop. This fucking thing. Come on! Okay, that's probably the end of that. Yep. Oh, whoops. I meant to let out a missile. Blew it. Psycho Boy, thank you for 88 months. This is really gonna take a long time, huh? Oh, it has a new attack that makes my weapon go away. Fancy that. The fake out every time. Can some of these please hit the target? I don't know. I don't know how to feel, what to think. I don't know how to think anymore. Can any of these get in there? Oh my god, dude. Please use your fucking lasers so that I can move on with my life. Oh, fuck off. What's that? What is that? Did it eat all the bugs back into itself? I have 0 health right now. I'm gonna die again. I jumped too far backwards. My thumb hurts, dude. My thumb hurts so much. Ah, fuck. I needed that, and I didn't get it. I needed that really bad. This is bad. No, come on, dude. Something get in there. Something go in there and hurt this piece of shit. I can't take it anymore. Can I get that energy, maybe? Can I be that lucky? Oh, God. God, that went in its mouth. Really unhappy right now. No, no, no. I refuse. Oh, it has a butthole. It has a butthole. What the fuck? I didn't know it had a butthole. Oh, I think it just... No, it didn't. Oh. Huh? I just reset it. Dude, this saved my life! Please be the end. Do I have to roll into its butthole? Oh, God. We gotta get in there before the ing particles do. Yeah, punch it, Samus. That's what you do. Ah, man, my thumb. Oh, she sucked the ball.
He has a flat brain.
Elbow soap. Thank you for 31 months. Oh. Okay. Ooh, classic tune. I love it. Where am I facing? Ah. See ya, idiots. Oh wait, Dark Samus has got to show up now, right? Why are we staring at that tentacle? My hand hurts so much, dude. Please let this just be a cutscene. Oh my god. Love, thank you for 16 months. I have a lot of questions here. Oh, I got everything back. Thank God. Dark Samus supercharged with phase-on energy. Target's phase-on energy, weaponry, and defense systems are at full power. Phase-on exposure has rendered Dark Samus invisible to your dark sensor. Cool. So I can't even see her if she goes invisible. Alright, I wonder what the strat is for this. Scans indicate that Dark Samus has absorbed tremendous levels of phase-on into her body. Too much, perhaps. She can vent phase-on energy in the form of destructive blasts and protective shields. Doing so will help her maintain stability. Exposure to phase-on has rendered her invisible to the Dark Visor. These new abilities, combined with her already formidable arsenal, place Dark Samus at the highest threat level. See her whole ass bones. And nerves. Right, yeah. More button mashing, please. Oh, okay. Why does nothing work? How do you fight this Samus? She's invincible to fucking everything.
He has a flat brain.
The Annihilator as well. Zab, thank you for Nintendo 64 months. Visible to... Oh, audio. Audio. It was always audio. Balls. Okay. May have made a mistake. Fighting a skeleton, you know? This is gonna take a while, just the thing. I should have drawn her further away from the phase-on wall. That probably would have been a good idea. So I don't have to step in phase-on every 2 seconds. So other weapon, okay, my light weapon is dead already. I should have remembered that. This is too slow to hit her. Doesn't work anyway. Okay. More time wasted. What? Something new's happened. Stop doing what you're doing. Still gonna take a while. I mean, there's no point in looking at her in any other mode because you can't hurt her except with audio shots. Alright, alright. I understand it's a new phase. I got that from the fact that she was doing different things. I just didn't bother to look at it because she's invincible. Oh, she's also not invisible. Those do nothing. Weird. They must send her hitbox up so the targeting goes up there with that attack, even though the projectiles, like she doesn't, the projectiles don't. To attack her for a couple of shots at a time, even though we have only a minute and a half left. Yeah, sure, I'll just scan her while I'm getting hit by nuclear bombs. No problem. It had to suck her up in the air to show her in the scanner. Target can generate shield immune to all forms of attack, except phase-on energy. Draw in expelled phase-on for use as a weapon. Draw it in? But like, charge? Yep. Alright, another new thing that I should have scanned to find out. After a certain point, it's my fault, because that's just what they always want you to be doing. It's just, it's so weird, because it's like... not how any boss fight in any other game really works. Okay, not that energy. That's bad energy. And she opted not to give me any more ammunition. So I'm gonna run out of time. Goodbye, world. fine. Oh no. Okay, good. I would have had to go to the developers' houses individually and beat them up. Because I don't think you can even save after this. I don't think you have access to a save point. It was straight across originally. Yeah, it's off. So you cannot save. True, yeah. Although that could easily be fixed by just having, like, whenever someone loads in, when there's a countdown, just start the countdown over. Because the save is, like, right after the boss anyway, so it wouldn't really be, like, gaining them much. But this way is just as good. Alright, let's hurry up and get to phase 2. Maya. Alright. Bring it, Halloween Samus. Like, the having to scan things and then giving you a lot of reasons to scan things, I feel perfectly appropriate for the game. For some reason, it just doesn't take in my brain, though. I don't know why. It just, like, it's just not how I approach boss fights. I usually just, I guess I'm just a brute force approach type of player or something, but my expectation is always that everything I need should be available in front of my eyeballs, I guess. So I always forget that I can scan them, or need to scan them even, is actually the important point. Not just that you can, but that you absolutely have to understand some of the things, because it's not conveyed any other way. But then sometimes it's like kind of frustrating because the scans are like inscrutable in terms of what they tell you versus what you're experiencing with your eyes. That occasionally has happened. Where it's like I read the thing and I still don't get what's supposed to happen here. Okay, next phase. Fuck you! Oh! Something, I don't know if I touched phase on, if it was one of those little fireflies hit me, but it canceled my charge. I will say, this design for Dark Samus overloaded. Oh, fuck off! It ate my attack again. The design is fucking great. It looks super fucking cool. and fits with the sort of horror element that these games, I think, kind of need to have. Or at least for me they do, because there's something about sort of experiments gone wrong, science gone bad, you know, consequences of seeking too much power, blah blah blah. Like, I like the sort of body horror of Dark Samus. So hungry for power. Fuck. Oh, so hungry for power that she absorbs so much phazon that her fucking suit and her skin are see-through. Which kind of is reminiscent to me of, like, nuclear exploration in, like, the 50s, 60s, and so forth. Like the flash of blue light. Just those weird, bizarre consequences, horrific consequences, that sort of stuff is very interesting. I think it works well for Metroid. Okay, one more of these, and please don't fucking cancel my fucking shot. I can't stand it. I don't like it. I did. I absolutely jinxed myself. Not one more, though. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Abandon the things that occasionally hurt you and prevent you from doing the thing that we told you to do. She's in the center and I was pretty close to her, so I don't think I was like backstepping into phase on or anything. I think that's a facet of body horror that I really enjoy. Is this sort of playing with the borderline of something that's alive, but that it shouldn't, and visibly shouldn't be, or by all perceptions ought to not be. You know what I mean? Something about that. Like, one of my favorite little things in Super Metroid is the when Crocomire jumps back out of the acid. It's like, he's a whole ass skeleton. He should not be here. He should not be able to jump out of the acid. But it's a really cool little moment. It's a little horror moment. And I like that touch. Are the Luminoth gonna hatch? Oh wait, they're in the light world. They're not coming back to the dark world. They don't give a fuck. Wait a minute, what was this fucking remote open the portal bullshit? Did she just fucking call Colonel Sanders back at HQ and tell him to fire up the fucking fryer? Oh, it was the scan visor. She was way too far away. They wouldn't have let me do that from down on the floor. I rejected that instantaneously in the first nanosecond of that thought, because it was not possible from that distance. So y'all can name every fish.
Did you just have that one, like, on a hot etanosis, waiting for me to ask that question again? Oh wow, they took the light suit away. Ungrateful fucking moths. The Zero Suit. The Uncanny Valley. It's not all that uncanny, I guess. You get to walk away with your life. You know, it'd be great is if the planet exploded now. That would be that would be the best ending. You do all this fucking work, you save the fucking moths, and then the planet just detonates. And there's one little streak that goes off the side because we saved the moths. Alright. Gonna have to look up home addresses. No, kidding. I think this is definitely one that was probably a much better experience nearer to release. It's fucking solid. I mean, this game absolutely has a stellar soundtrack. Prime 1 did as well.
Y'all ready for bits? When?
Jesse, thank you for the big biddies. Appreciate it. I don't really feel like the winner. I feel beat up. I feel real beat up. Yeah. I would say that it does feel like it still feels like a Metroid game, but it feels like unhoned. I don't want to say unpolished because I think that it has polish in there, probably a lot of which they got for free from Prime 1 and they had the engine already, but I mean also art-wise and everything, it's up there. At least equivalent to Prime 1. I think there's some stuff that was even more impressive in that department. But the environmental art I felt was kind of boring. Bud. I still have a tier list to do, bud. I'm worried about Prime 3 a little bit. I don't know if it's a return to form or if it's a further slide away or what, but I mean, I presume that Prime 3 maybe wasn't rushed. Compared to the impression I have here. Well, like I've said, I have a teensy bit of experience with Prime 3 already because I did play a little bit at the beginning of it, but I just never beat it. I never went deep with it. Really, I actually like the motion controls. I always felt like the motion controls were really kind of revolutionary for first-person shooter games on the Wii. I was very impressed with them because it was really interesting. If you consider the nunchuck and the wand, the Wii has more of a closer control scheme, like plus the motion. It has a closer control scheme to modern controllers than, like, say, the GameCube. Because GameCube's controller's biggest downfall is being short some buttons, but also that the C-stick couldn't be used for camera control. But with Prime 3 and other first-person shooters on the Wii, you have a modern control scheme available, essentially, because you can look and you can move at once, which is great. But additionally, because it's got the motion controls aspect, it's almost like it takes a little step towards VR immersion as well. Obviously not VR, but you know what I'm saying? I've always found that to be like really immersive for first-person shooters, that you can aim wherever you want to, but you can also move independently of where you're aiming. It's limited, of course, but I thought that was pretty great. Well, even if they took advantage of the motion controls in, like, the PS4 and 5 controllers, it's not the same as having the split. It feels completely different. It wouldn't feel the same going like this, because I can already move and look with the controller. So there's no point in doing any of this. And it wouldn't feel right anyway. I don't feel like I'm aiming. Or I wouldn't want to. Hard mode active. Boy. Boy, oh boy. Whew. It's better than a thumbstick-ish. It's still not as accurate as a mouse. But I think it does feel more accurate than a thumbstick at times. Although I'm one of those people who did not master thumbstick control in first-person shooters like a lot of people did with, like, Halo. I think mainly Halo trained people, and then Call of Duty. But even further, though, it goes beyond that with having the depth of motion additionally. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember from Prime 3, one of the things I thought was really cool was how you could stick Samus's hand out and she could grab things and you could turn stuff, and that felt cool to me. That was a nice little extra level of immersion. So, I promised a tier list. So we're gonna whip that up right quick. And no one will like this. I don't know. Actually, I probably am mostly Mr. Mainstream. But we'll see. Okay, so these are necessary changes. Let's do the easy ones. Federation Force. Where's other M? Get out here. There you are. All right. And some other easy ones for me are going to be, like, Super Metroid is still... That's going to be S tier for me, I would say. As well as Zero Mission. And this one's probably going to be controversial, but I'm going to say Metroid 2. Because despite the fact that I didn't play that until far after its release, when I did play it, I found it extremely enjoyable in the things that I care about in terms of like the environment and aesthetic and stuff. Even though it's a Game Boy game and like first impressions, it's like there's not a lot going on detail wise, and the soundtrack is a little fucking crazy, but there's something about it that just really fucking tickled my fancy. Now there's a couple here that I don't know what to do with. I'm gonna do an add row above, and I don't know. They haven't been born yet. I mean, obviously. Oh, whoops! I edited the wrong one. Okay, and then it just. Okay, everything's going wrong. Everything's going wrong. This is maybe not the best interface, eh? So let's put this back how it was. Okay. Good God, you move your mouse out after... Why are you like this? Why can't anybody do interface design that isn't a nightmare? So this is heaven for the unborn. I've never played through the original Metroid. I haven't played Metroid Prime 3 yet. So this looks like I'm ranking them higher than everything, but this is unknown territory. Move them below. I guess I can move them all the way down with this horrendous interface. This makes it look like they're worse than these. I'm gonna put them here. These have to stay on the bottom forever. Okay. Fuck. Honestly, I think Fusion is an S tier for me as well. Now it gets more difficult. Prime is really tough. I feel like it straddles S and A for me. But y'all know that I have a huge preference for the 2D gameplay. I just do. And I think that's kind of unfair to Prime, but I do think it's fucking great. I don't feel S about it. I just don't. So then that puts us at... Okay, so we just did Echoes. Dread is A for me as well. It was an S for me. I would almost say it was straddling B and A, but I'm gonna give it A. AM2R, I feel like is unfair to compare to official releases, and I only played the demo. It was pretty good, really good for a fan project. Not a complete game when I played it, so I'm gonna B territory that. Got another controversial one for you here. Actually, that's a bit much. I think that might be a B, actually. I don't want to... It's not on this tier. No way. I liked Metroid Prime Pinball. It had an amazing soundtrack, and it was a solid pinball game. I have painted myself into a little bit of a corner, though, I would say. Maybe not that much of a corner. Hunters is a D for me. Sorry. Did not like Hunters. It's on this side of the Gulf, so keep that Gulf in mind. I gotta get these like out of here. I wish I could put like a bunch of blank spaces and just hide them. I shouldn't have put them anywhere. So huge, massive Gulf. These are the worst things ever. Now, Returns, I didn't finish. And I was pretty lukewarm on it. I didn't feel like it felt like Metroid 2 to me. I was very excited about it because I love Metroid 2, but then I felt like the way they approached the environment and such, it just didn't speak to me. I don't know whether it really belongs below pinball, though. Yeah, 3DS capture is a real problem. This is a rough one here, man. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt, but it's subject to change depending on how I feel about it after playing it the whole way through. And now we have Echoes. Echoes, Echoes, Echoes. Boy, where do you go? I was absolutely very annoyed at many points. Frankly, frustrated and pissed off at some points. But it's better than Hunters. And certainly better than anything below the Gulf. So it's at least a C. It has a lot of qualities that make it pretty much a standard, solid Metroid game. Like, the core is there. But it fumbles in a lot of spots, I feel. Some things were my fault, though. Like I said, with, like, I just was, like, not letting the scanning thing into my brain, which is probably because it'd been so long since I played Prime 1. I kind of forgot that scanning shit is your #1 priority. So things could have been less frustrating for me if I hadn't done that. Yeah, but here's the thing. Hunters was less annoying, maybe. But it was also, in my opinion, less good in every other way. Less good soundtrack, less good graphics, less good gameplay, less interesting world. It had those fucking bounty hunters. It's not, it doesn't compare, which makes me honestly feel like Echoes deserves at least a B. Like, there needs to be a gulf between Hunters and Echoes, you know? B might be fair. I would say I feel like it straddles C and B for me. And in that case, I want to give it a B, I think. And that's it. That's where my Metroid tier list currently sits. Like a gulf on either side. Maybe that's right. I don't know. Well, what I had originally said back when I was more actively doing the Metroid block was that I wanted to do the original Metroid after everything, because I already know that I find the aesthetic and gameplay of the original Metroid very difficult to overcome. And that doesn't mean that it's bad, but I didn't really get into it when it was new. I had the opportunity to, and it was off-putting to me, so I didn't do it. And while I know that it opens up after the beginning part is really the problem with the original Metroid, because you have that really limited beam, and the controls are also super limited because it's an NES game. You know, you don't have any diagonal fire. There's just lots of things about it. And the initial aesthetic also, the soundtrack is fantastic, but the world, I think, I don't know if this is controversial, but I think the world of Metroid 1 is fucking ugly. A lot of stuff, rather than looking like alien, it looks like, some of it looks like ancient Greek architecture or something. Like, it's almost, some aspects of it look like they reused assets from Icarus or something. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah. Yeah. So I definitely want to play through the original game. I'm just saving it for last because I want to give it a fair shake, and I know it's going to be a little bit of a rocky road. And honestly, I don't even know if I could fairly tier list the original Metroid, but we'll see. So next actual on the agenda for the Metroid block would be Metroid Prime 3. My guess for Prime 3 where it would end up. So I wasn't really warned about Prime 2. I thought Prime 2 was more of a darling, and then once I was into it, everybody pulled this bait and switch and was like, actually, it has some issues. And so I'm worried that Prime 3 is going to be a bait and switch as well. That people are like, and then it's going to be like, or the reverse. Maybe it'll be great. I don't know. My feeling right now is that it's maybe going to be kind of straddling here. And also, I think the controls are extremely divisive for 3. And since I know already that, like, for me personally, I enjoy that control scheme, maybe it'll push it up for me, whereas for other people it pushed it down. I was guessing that Milby probably hated the controls. But I'm more open to that sort of thing. He's much more of a technical player, which shows in the fact that he's like fucking baller at games. So I think things that are a little bit more on the experimental end or more imprecise, he's not into. I really needed, I needed like B.5, A.5. That's the thing that worries me the most is the aesthetic. Because like I said, I really just every time that they've tried to do that, it breaks it for me. It breaks my expectations, but not in a good way for Metroid. I just can't help it. But like it's suspension of disbelief. The other characters in the game bring it down for me in a way that it's just hard to explain, but yeah. Like I said, the only time I can really think of where other characters that weren't like immediately involved in stuff that's going on. Dread, really. I mean, that's one of the accomplishments of Dread is that they managed to pull that stuff off well. I thought it was really excellently done. Now, I don't know if they would have been able to pull it up if they were involving the Federation fuckheads. So far, Nintendo's not been able to, in my opinion. Obviously, it's the worst in Other M, where you've got other whole-ass people that aren't, like, they don't have their identity hidden with a mask, and they fucked that up, so... Because it was just... weird canned lines. Like, it just feels like I went and got a game out of the bargain bin. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like this honed, polished thing, you know, which is what Metroid is, usually. Okay, maybe that might be... For the most part, they're all near the top, so I'm going to stick with that. Super Metroid set a standard that I feel like was met by... or close to a lot of the other games that followed. And Metroid 2 was a standard setter too. Though I think it tends to be more overlooked, the original Metroid 2. Yeah, I'm not trying to hold on to my Other M memories, so it's all slipping away. But the things I remember is that the one guy that's sorta... I don't remember if he betrays you or if he gets betrayed, but there's that one guy that kind of almost becomes Samus's short-term companion, and he's just, if I remember right, throwing out like bullshit fucking canned lines, you know, like slogan style kind of crap, like yuck. And then the fucking this. God, that cutscene. Ugh. They sat together in a boardroom somewhere and watched that cutscene. All of them. I have to assume someone looked at it before it went out into stores. Just who thought that was a fucking cool idea? Let's design impotent Samus, who's pushed around by everyone she sees, and the only response she has to it is, this is not the badass bounty hunter that I know. I know it was a flashback. I remember it was supposed to be back when she was in the military, before she went solo, before she went lone wolf. It's just they gave her such a just bland and yuck backstory, I felt. And also, yeah, when was she hanging out with the Chozo? When was she being raised by the Chozo in Other M? My impression was that it was Chozo, Samus. Not Chozo, military, high school, whatever the fuck happened, and then Samus. Well, they definitely had her from when she was like a baby. So it had to have been after Chozo. Because they've shown her being raised by them in other games. I don't know. I don't have the lore memorized. I could be wrong. I feel like that was the case. Dread gives me hope that there could be more in the future. I haven't read the manga. I also don't know how to add things to the tier list that were not already there. This was a pre-canned, like, here's all the Metroid games, do your thing. I'm very curious about Prime 4, because Prime 4 is Retro Studios again, right? Mercury Steam is not doing Prime 4, as far as I know, but they've been really quiet on Prime 4 ever since the last mention of it, which was the apology video, which was 3 years ago? 4 years ago? I honestly feel like there's a good chance that it might have been canceled even. And the other thing is that, yeah, retro was kind of gutted. And also, I just watched an interesting video the other day. JJ sent it to me, actually. It was about something unrelated to Metroid, but it was about Retro Studios and how they were possibly working on that Zelda game or whatever. And from the sound of things, it kind of sounds like that, like, post Prime 2, Retro was sort of a shit show internally, like really bad. So, and they lost all of their, like, top people. So I would say that doesn't mean it's going to be bad. It means it's anybody's guess. To be honest, it could mean that it's like Federation fucks, but more. Which, if so, then it's going to be quite bad for me, personally. Yeah. The people that quit, it would have been around the release of Donkey Kong. So they may have yet been involved in that. Because, I mean, I don't know what the development cycle is, but probably a couple of years for something like the Donkey Kong game, right? But don't quote me on that because I don't know the exact timeline. Yes, this Metroid's gonna have a lot of Donkey Kong in it. Undecided yet as what whether that's a good or bad, bad thing. Excuse me, sorry. There will be one of the bounty hunters will be Donkey Kong. Not even stylized. Just Donkey Kong. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of stuff in Echoes that I really liked. I really liked Dark Samus at the end. Not the fight. The fight was just sort of like, we have to close this loop. But I love the concept of her. I love the, like I already described during the battle, of where it's a cool idea executed well, I felt. Just in the art. The art was really good. And in that called back to me to stuff like Metroid 2 and Super Metroid and that vibe. That shit felt good. Yeah, the mechanics are like, you know, the scan visor has to tell you, this is the ultimate threat. So to beat the boss, you know, like, I mean, I had to scan her to understand what I was supposed to do, but once you know what you're supposed to do, it's like not hard. The fucking actual boss was insano hard, and it didn't even rate that as an important threat. So I think it actually did. I think it did say it was the most dangerous ing or whatever. Yeah, they didn't really explain why Samus is now able to absorb Phazon. We didn't get an upgrade or anything that indicated that that was possible. I think Dread communicated that kind of stuff better towards its end because it had a similar progression of that you keep getting closer to being able to use new power or absorb power, and it did it in a way that felt connected. So I mean, if it was, it's been too long since I played Prime 1 to remember something specific like that. So maybe it made more sense to people who were coming in fresh off of Prime 1. For me, I was just like, oh, okay, we're doing this now. But I think the thing I would really like to see, and to be honest, I feel like this is considered like too much of retreading the same crap over and over. But if you think about it, we've been away from it for a long time, which is just exploring an alien world. But with the, you know, the horror, the body horror and so on aspects to it. Bring in more of the alien influence again. Because, I mean, looking at these, Prime is probably the one that's closest to that, and it's headed away from it. The Prime series doesn't seem to want to do that particular vibe as much. But when it does good. I like Dark Samus. I think Prime 1 had a lot more stuff like that made me feel that vibe. But like Metroid Dread doesn't really. Fusion kind of does. I feel like Fusion mostly does. Obviously, the first 3 games absolutely do. But there hasn't really been one that does that at that level of these 3. And mostly Fusion. And that's probably why they're my S tier. Because that's an aesthetic I really enjoy. I like that a lot. I like that whole thing of the danger, particularly Metroid 2, I think really tickled that. This thing where you feel like you're crawling through a dangerous cave, and there's really horrific things in there. And like the queen at the end is sort of the ultimate horrific cave dwelling creature thing as well, with a perfect soundtrack for it too. I love her fucking theme, and it just, mwah, you know, it's just hits all the right notes for me. Yeah, Nightmare. So Nightmare for me was interesting because it felt so out of place, but then the uncanniness of it turned me around. It made me, I accepted it then after. There actually, didn't Prime 1 have, no. Was it Other M? Something had Nightmare in it, and I was like, this doesn't make sense for this to be here. It might have been Other M, because Other M was kind of a jumble of shit that doesn't make fucking sense. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I remember being mad. Which didn't seem like a Prime 1 thing. I don't remember being terribly mad at Prime 1. Except for when I was trying to 100% it, and I fucking could, that was just that one fucking thing. Yeah, and that's funny because Fusion had already done that. And had done it right. Long before Other M. Because Fusion had the, so like there's right at the beginning of the game, you can see frozen Ridley. But it's not a thing. It just collapses when you approach it. The only actual like Ridley encounter in Fusion is Robo Ridley, which is just a security robot, and it's nothing like Ridley, really. It's just a robot. It's totally different. Because Ridley's fucking dead. Although technically, if we're going to be real about this, Kraid and Ridley both die in Metroid 1. But I guess they get away. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I am thinking of Zero Metroid. You're right. Fuck's wrong with me? But the frozen Ridley is in Fusion. Right, he's an X-Parasite. Still, they had a reason. They had a reason that fits with the world. I think the ice one was just a fake out then, right? I can't believe I mixed them together. They are very similar, like, they came out, like, right around the same time and same engine and similar excellent aesthetic in their own ways. Obviously, they're very different. They fucking nailed the shit out of the 2D Metroid with those two games, I feel. Just really honed it. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Right. They still had his corpse. Right. And then it was reanimated Ridley. I actually really like the Omega Metroid as well. I feel like it's a little... It's simultaneously good and goofy. I liked it. I also liked the SAX implementation. I think it could have been maybe more, but also after playing Dread and getting too much of basically the SAX similar approach to things, I feel like maybe Fusion had it right. The occasional little chases are perhaps enough. They aren't exactly it, no, but I'm saying that it definitely feels like an evolution of it, where you're being stalked by something, but they did it differently, yes. Obviously, they're contained to an area, and they're always there, and you have to defeat them. Those are big differences, but I feel like the core of it is that similar... They wanted you to be stalked by something. I feel like it started with SAX as the core idea and then grew from there, but maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, well, the SAX was definitely used in more of a horror way. It was meant to be surprising, or it was meant to be terrifying and very threatening. I mean, that's how they presented it the whole way. The first time they show her with what I thought was her goofy mouth.
is totally a horror shot, you know, which I love. It's so good. Yeah, like Mr. X. That would work, I feel. And it would be very fucking scary. Yeah, the mouth nose. it's fucking it ruins the image to see it that way, but once you see it that way, it's hard not to. Yeah. Well, it does exactly the shit that I'm talking about, that I was talking about with Dark Samus at the end of Prime 2 here, is it puts all these questions in your head, horrifying questions. Like, you've seen the SAX emulate or take over other creatures, but you haven't seen it take over a fucking human. And then, on top of that, when they show it to you, they immediately show you her fucking face. And you're just thinking, like, is that a face exactly? Like, what does that mean for an X-Parasite? And that gives you the body horror, like, of like, oh, this is like a, what is this? Like, it wouldn't have a personality, but it's got the whole ass human body. Yeah, is it part of the suit? Is like, what's going on? And that gives you those cool, you know, little horror puzzles that you do in your head, and you just go, ugh. That's good shit. I like that kind of shit. And I feel like I felt like Dark Samus was in that vein. I don't feel like it was as good as that, but it was up there. That twist of having her like overpowered, and it's had severe consequences. Although they didn't really explain where the fuck she came from or what they certainly didn't explain the toe armor. Chew Bear. Sorry, he's getting into shit. Just hang tight, bud. Just chill for a minute, okay? Well, that you guys reminded me of before, but I mean, like, how she ended up there is not, I don't think, explained on Aether. Right. Granted, again, I don't fucking remember everything from Prime 1. What's the chronology here? Did she arrive before Samus or after? Because it's really weird if they both showed up by coincidence. There happened to be phasons, so Dark Samus went there, and there happened to be a distress beacon, so Samus went there. That's a little too coinky dinky. You know, even if they're hanging around in the same solar system, it's a bit much. Solar systems are really big. It's got to be phazon somewhere else. If it's on 2 planets, it's on 3. Oh, okay. I thought I had posited this as a possibility, that she was the thing that hit Aether and caused all this. And people were like, nope. Okay. So I remain lost. Right. Okay. So I guess basically Samus and Dark Samus were both attracted there because of the same thing, but for different reasons. The meteorite had phazon and a distress beacon on it. Two important resources in the Samus Dark Samus solar system.
Uh, well, we're gonna get to it. I don't know if I'm gonna start it at this point because Scream Day is coming up. So, and it'll probably take me more than a fucking month. How long have I been at Prime 2 here? 17 streams. So, I mean, that's more than half a month just of streams, but I didn't play them consecutively. So, more than a month, I think I've been at it. Right, yeah. We'll get back to it, though, definitely. I'm all set up now. That was the big hindrance to me doing anything for like a year and a half. Now I'm set up. We can do things. But, yeah. I'm going to do stuff that isn't going to get murdered when Scream Day comes along. Probably until Scream Day. Yeah, well, there's got to be, you know, there solar system laws. That sounds like a violation of space laws. I don't want to abandon Demon Souls forever, but I will say that my shitty experience that I had kind of knocked the wind out of me on that, which is probably obvious by now. And I think I just wanted to take a break. Not to mention that it still doesn't feel like all that long ago that we stopped Elden Ring, which was a lot of Souls gameplay for a long time. Epio, thank you for the gift subs. Appreciate it. I'm down, Sitha. We just need to figure out a good way to do that. I don't know what capabilities... Like, is it possible to do that shit with just Discord? I don't know what our, like, limits or anything are on the Discord anymore because we lost partners, so... They're probably heavily restricted because Discord puts everything behind either partnership or Nitro gates. So... Yeah, we drifted down. We were gliding down, and we just finally glid down to just like right at the like we went one below, and they're like, "Okay, bye." I don't remember. I don't remember. It definitely some features are gate kept, like I said, either having a partner server or having a Nitro pumped server. Yeah, no, we won't be doing that. No. I'll be real. I'm like this with the Discord server myself. Let's not complicate it any further. Anyway, that is going to do it for tonight. Thank you for watching. We finally got Prime 2 off of the Metroid block, and just a handful left to go before I've finally done them all. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next stream tomorrow night. Have a good one. Oh yeah, none of my shit's gonna work. I have to sit here and make sure I don't have another all-night stream.